Good evening, gamers. It is I, the head maid in charge here at Pizza Maid. It is a pleasure to serve you. It is Tuesday, September 24th, the year of your Lord 2024, and we are nearing in on 7:30 p.m., which means one thing: good times all around. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I see some folks already in chat at the moment. I see Ark the Pie King and Rocker, and I see, let's see, some Ark the Pie King, some Kirby Boy, some Dragon Playing Worm. Now, here's the thing, and I see Arliss as well. Now, I see a redeem already came in. Rocker, because we're doing Margaritas Happy Hour today, and so that our focus stays on our beloved guest, all of today's redeems get pushed onto Thursday's stream. So, I have it noted that your pineapple on pizza is going to be jumping onto the Thursday stream. So, I have it. I see it right here. What this also means, though, is people can stack up pineapple on pizza, and I could potentially be wearing that damn pineapple on pizza all of this coming Thursday. But I'm going to trust you guys that you're going to be great, and you're not going to do that to little old me, right? Like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do such a thing. I can trust. No, Arliss, put that laugh away. Put that laugh back in your pocket. No. No. I'm going to trust that you guys are going to be responsible with the pineapple on pizza redeem. And I'm not going to be wearing it all of Thursday, right? That's what we're saying here. You kids scare me. You kids scare me. And Domino is here. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is a very special episode of the stream. Now, once a month, if this is your first time here on the channel, first of all, let me say hello. I am the Pizza Maid. I'm the head maid in charge here. I am a Phantasy Star content creator. I like to stream all the Phantasy Star games, whether it's the JRPGs, the PSOs, the PSO2s, fan-made games, as well as games inspired of Phantasy Star. 9 out of 10 times, if it has something Phantasy Star related in it, even if it's a skin like Skullgirls has, I'm going to be playing it. So if you enjoy all that stuff, thank you for coming on in. Now, once a month, I like to do a very special thing that I call Margaritas Happy Hour, in which I interview a member in the Phantasy Star community, whether they're a content creator, or if they're a speedrunner, or if they're both, or if they're a VTuber, or if they're just a really, really good friend that I want to highlight and give some love to. So for this month, I'm extremely excited because we have with us a dear, dear friend. You guys actually caught a little bit of him on our last stream last week where we were playing some Skullgirls, and he taught me how to be the best Beowulf player of all time. So I'm very, very excited that you guys are going to be seeing him again. So let me change on over to the overlay here. Oh, he's not in game yet. Oh, he'll be here soon. It's fine. He'll be here soon. I don't know where he's at. He'll be here. I'm ready. He's making a grand entrance. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I hope I did give him the right... Yeah. Fodra, Block 3, Lobby 21. Yeah, I know. It's fine. He's making a grand entrance. It's fine. But you guys, we are interviewing this month my dear friend PKCoalTrain, which I'm very, very excited. Oh my god, I'm fangirling. It's Hellscream. Guys, PKCoalTrain, he's a content creator. That's great and all. It's fucking Hellscream. It's fucking Hellscream. If you don't know who Hellscream is, you'll find out. You'll find out because we're going to talk about it in this interview. Oh my god, I just fangirled the fuck out. It is the legendary level 200 Humor Hellscream. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional, and he's not even in call just yet. I'm so glad I didn't do this with him on the phone. I would have blasted his eardrums. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, let's fucking go. Keep it professional, pizza. It doesn't matter if it's Hellscream. Just keep it professional. Okay, we gotta call him. Oh my god, I'm fangirling the fuck out right now. I'm going to lose my shit. It's going to be that kind of a stream. We'll see where he's at when he comes on. My face is so red right now. I literally, I just spoke to PK like literally like maybe an hour or
Hello.
two ago. PK, I need you to get off the phone so I could talk to Hellscream. This whole interview is just going to be Hellscream now.
I mean, I gotta find a voice. I don't really have a voice for him though.
What do you mean?
It's got to be like, "Hello, welcome."
Stop
I don't
it.
know.
I'm gonna lose my shit right now. I'm literally fangirling right now because we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this in this week's episode. But I want you all to know the reason that I subscribe to PK's channel on YouTube, which by the way, there is a command in the channel right now. If you type in exclamation point PK, you can follow PKCoalTrain on his Twitch channel as well as following him and subscribing to his YouTube channel. The reason I started following PK was because of his legendary Road to 200 series. The reason there is a Road to 200 series on this channel is because of PKCoalTrain doing this on Hellscream. So the fact that Hellscream's here, I'm gonna be honest, my face is so red right now. I'm so blushing. I can't help it. And then I'm here, I'm like, oh, and then it's PK. He taught me how to play Beowulf really, really bad. But Hellscream's here. Oh my god. If somebody did clip the squeal, that's on you guys. You deserve it at that point. I lost my shit. I wasn't prepared for that. That was the best thing ever. How are you doing though? You doing good?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I played some World of Warcraft like an hour ago.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Were you playing classic seasonal?
I'm doing Season of Discovery. That's what I'm playing.
Okay. All right. All right. So then you've been a gamer. You've been around the block. I now again. You have actually, and I want to make this point very, very clear. I'm starting off the entire interview with this. PKCoalTrain's Twitch channel is currently at 988 viewers. Now, the fact that he is a mere 12 viewers away from hitting that grand 1K total, I think if we can do it, Penguin Crew, and I trust that the Penguin Crew can do it, I would love that to see if by the end of the stream, if we could take PKCoalTrain's Twitch channel up to 1,000 followers. If you guys can do it, be sure to give him a follow, send him all the love, send him all the support. You'll see exactly why in the course of the next 2 hours. But again, first and foremost, I do want to thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, well, Hellscream's here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm fangirling the fuck out for Hellscream. I'm like, PK, I'm so glad you're here. Hellscream, it is an esteemed honor and pleasure for you to be here. But
It is a pleasure to be here.
if we role play this entire interview, stop. I'm
No,
so glad.
no.
No, if we do,
No.
I'm a PNG tuber, and like y'all can't see how red my face is right now for just Hellscream. I am twirling my hair right now. I watched that. Okay, we're going to talk about it in the interview. I can't talk about this no more. Okay, so for starters, this might be the first time that a couple of our viewers are actually getting to meet you and getting to know you. So do you kind of want to introduce yourself and let us know about you and the content that you provide on both Twitch and YouTube?
Yeah, so my name's PK. PKCoalTrain. Everybody calls me PK. I play retro games on Twitch, and on my YouTube I have my playthroughs as well. So whenever I stream a playthrough on Twitch, I upload it to YouTube and edit them down, and that's what I'm currently doing right now. But back in the day, I used to play a lot of Phantasy Star Online.
Mm-hmm. And you do a lot of different content. It's not just exclusive to Phantasy Star. I know that you also do a lot of Nintendo content. You do a lot of other retro games. Is there one of note that kind of like sticks out to you as the one that you feel best kind of symbolizes or who's kind of the core essence of you and your channel?
So right now I'm still playing Phantasy Star Online. That hasn't changed.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm doing more speedrunning, but I do plan on going back online because I have to see what's up. I have to see what the updates are on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
And I also started on Affinia on Sunday. Might do that like once a week, just just to dip my toes in there. But I'm still a GameCube guy at heart.
And the beautiful thing I think I would say about the Fantasy Star community is you don't have to commit yourself to one specific game. I know for myself personally, I kind of dip my toes in all the games, whether it be PSU on the Clementine servers, PSO Affinia. I've checked out Ultima, PSO2. There's a little something for everybody, and you don't have to limit yourself or be exclusive to one of them. But I know that there's different strokes for different folks. There's some people that are like, I'm a diehard GameCube fan. I can't. What is
Yeah,
this? And I'm like, oh.
yeah. I actually I dipped my toes into the other Fantasy Star games. They didn't really stick. The only one that really stuck was Fantasy Star Zero,
Really?
but it there's not a lot of people playing it, so I kind of just stopped.
Oh,
But
see.
that game is sick.
Are you playing it on the actual original console too for the Nintendo DS?
No, I'm actually you can emulate it, and the emulator I use has online functionalities, and you can play online.
PK, we gonna have to talk after this stream and this interview. I was not aware. I've been playing. I mean, I have the console, and I know that there's ways and means that you can play the console version online. Don't ask me how I know, but I know people. I didn't know that there was an emulator version though. Oh.
Well, it's Melon DS is the only emulator that I know that
Okay.
has online capabilities. There might be another one, but that's like the most popular one.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. And I actually am very, very excited. It looked like you were getting really good drops on your Sunday night stream while you were playing on Affinia. I know that you got, I think, a dim saber, a shadow saber, and you were
Oh
like,
yeah.
what am I getting such good stuff? I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, he's learning.
I was getting a bunch of luck that I would normally want to see in a speed run.
Really?
Yeah. So like when we were in caves, I got a fire saber and a shadow saber, which are like super broken for a Huka seal. It's like what? Like
Oh,
before, because you can use the fire saber for the second boss,
I,
and then the shadow saber is just good in general for like ruins.
it will no.
Like you just use it.
I
It
know
was just
that
hilarious.
I know that you focus a lot on the fact that you were Section ID Redria, which I think you did. You were getting great jobs because of Redria, but I think, and this is not to be a bias of any sort, it doesn't matter what character I'm currently on right now. I think it has to do with the fact that you chose a Huka Seal, and a Huka Seal is a great race class combo.
No, yeah. I had never played Hukasil until I started speedrunning. That was the class that was the class that I chose.
Hmm.
Because I felt like it was gonna be easier for me to start.
Hmm.
Um, because there's 8 classes. Wait, no, there's 12 classes, and they each have their own routes, and they each have their own ways to play.
Hmm.
And I just felt like if I was just a robot with traps, it was gonna be super easy for me.
I always wind up catching your Huka Seal streams. Like, I know that you can play other ones and you have played other ones, but the ones that I always seem to gravitate towards are the Huka Seal ones. And I don't, again, it's not a bias because I do try to play other classes like Ranger. Force, it's a failed.
Yeah.
I've done
Well,
my
it's
best.
the Hyuga is the only character that I speedrun with
Oh, it
currently
is.
because
Okay.
yeah, I tried to use HuCast, but the accuracy on that class is so bad. Oh
Okay.
my god.
Well, see, I knew that there was another one that you have tried speedrunning. I'm like, I know you haven't just done Huga Seal. It was probably just HuCast, though. That makes.
No, I did yeah, I did a few runs on HuCast.
Okay.
But it's just not the same.
Okay. I
I would have to get used to like everything, all the animations and whatnot.
mean, that's a bit of a that's a lot of work to do. But I mean, it's not impossible for sure. It's
No,
definitely
I
not.
just gotta if I were to try it, I would just have to get used to it. It's really like you can feel the power difference
Mhm.
because HuCast has way more power.
Mhm.
More most I think it's like the most power in the game. They have the highest attack power,
Yeah.
but their accuracy is just bad.
Listen,
So you land a hit and you feel good, but when you just miss a lot.
tell Karik that because Karik, I'm always constantly having to impress him. Pain in my ass. Pain in my ass. Now, I've done my homework on you, not just as a Seal or as Hellscream, but I've been doing my homework on you. I've been catching up on VODs. I've been getting the stats. But I went all the way back to when you started, which was May of 2016. So, and you've
Oh
gotten
Lord.
so many different
Oh
milestones. You've
God.
had
Oh my God.
You are literally 12 followers away from 1,000. Guys, go to PKCoalTrain's Twitch channel. Let's get him to 1,000. You're currently part of the top 3% of Twitch streamers. You have popular streamers following you from the likes of Jinray, Tabitha Sabbatha, Ari is here, just to name a few. And you also have 400 subscribers on YouTube. And I think it's actually gone up since the time of the writing that I put everything together for his interview. So, first off, holy fucking shit, congratulations. That's insane. Like, that's awesome.
Thank you. I
Um,
try. I try to upload as much as I can when I can. Um, Mostly well, I have Arliss helping me, so I know he's in chat. He's been a bro helping me out, for sure.
so then
Um,
did you start with the intention of it getting to this point? Like to getting to this like kind of phase in your, I guess, your streaming career, or did you have any expectations or plans from the jump of what you wanted to do, or you just kind of went into it blindly and just went whatever happens happens?
a little of both, really.
Mm.
So, geez, 2016, that's when I started. Oh my God,
May of 2016.
Lord. That was definitely back in the days of the Xbox One streaming, like console streaming for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Back when I was just playing Call of Duty, literally Call of Duty, and what was it? Mostly just Call of Duty with friends,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, that's old school Xbox One party chat. That was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when I can't even remember the year, honestly. I'm just gonna say sometime. I bought myself a laptop, and it was just some rinky dink, garbage laptop. I mean, compared to what we have nowadays, it was garbage. But me, it was like I was working at the time, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get a laptop. And that was probably the best and worst decision of my life, because at one it did make streaming a lot better,
Mm-hmm.
because I was able to get a capture card and hook it up, but it was so jank because I had my laptop on my dresser, and I needed the laptop to breathe, so I had to open the drawer, and then I sat the laptop on the drawer, and while there was like an opening on the bottom with it was breathing drawer air, and then I had a capture card hooked up to the side, and then the capture card was connected to the laptop, and then the laptop, the other side of it was just super jank, and but it worked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It worked out. It made it possible for me to branch out to, like, you know, GameCube and stuff. This was around the time when I was like super, like, you know what? I'm gonna do retro games because I like old school games. And and then um I was just playing random stuff that I liked. So I was really into Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
and I was playing like Stadium 1, Stadium 2, and I was playing a lot of Sonic because I'm a huge Sonic guy. So I was playing a bunch of the like the old ones, like Adventure 1, Adventure 2, was just playing mucking around.
You're still playing those games.
Oh,
Don't
I
act like
do,
that.
yeah.
I was like,
No, no,
those
I
are still
still,
in the
no, for
regular
sure.
cycle and
For sure,
rotation.
for sure, for sure. But that's what I was playing on the laptop. Like, I was emulating it on the
Mm-hmm.
laptop, and the laptop was absolutely garbage. So emulation on a piece of crap like that, it was a little jank. But
Mm-hmm.
now that I'm now fast forward, I have an actual proper desktop, so it's made life so much easier.
And I think this is what I enjoy so much of you about you as just a content creator is you don't forget where you started from. Like you appreciate where you are now because you haven't forgotten where you've been and you haven't
Mm.
forgotten those setups. And
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of content creators, that's what keeps us rooted and kind of keeps us grounded is that, you know, to get to this point, to have this rig, to have this setup, I had to have my drawer open with the fan under it on my drawer while
Oh
I was
yeah.
streaming.
Yeah.
But I think that's great. And I think that it's awesome that you remember those humble beginnings. And again, like I just said previously, it hasn't changed. Like your gameplay and what you choose in terms of cycles of games and your rotation of games, those are still on the regular rotation. Because I know that I think I've seen like Stadium 1 once or twice, I think, when it popped up on streams
Ooh.
within the
Yeah,
last
the
few
last
months.
time, no, Stadium 1 and 2, I haven't played
No?
in a long time. No,
Oh,
I think the last time I played that was like, I think it was during COVID actually. Yeah.
really?
Yeah, that was the last time I played it. And then, but you're probably like watching like the other stuff because I
Okay.
did like Pokemon here and there, and I did a few. Well, I'm doing some Mario stuff. I was doing a lot of Mario stuff actually within the past couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's probably what you caught. But in terms of, geez, when was the last time I'd done Pokemon? Oh my God.
We need to fix that. Just kidding.
Yeah, no,
You
no,
do what
I,
you gotta
I
do.
I love Pokemon. Pokemon's awesome, but
No,
you can't really, I wish I would have hopped on the wave of those capture cards they made for the 3DSs because I would have definitely used it.
mm-hmm.
But those things, do they even exist anymore? I mean, if they do, they must cost a fortune now.
I think
Because I've always wanted to mod it.
I was gonna say I believe they still exist, and I mean I think honestly the last time I had ever seen something of that caliber was when I was living in New York City, and I went to like the Prince Street retro gaming store, if it's even still open. And mind you, that was
Prince?
is
Wait,
is it
Prince
Prince
Street?
Street? Is it Prince Street? I know it's either by Prince Street or down by like the lower, not in the Lower East Side, but it's like past the
Are
pizzeria,
you
and
talking about? Oh my God, you're talking about Video Games New York?
that's the one.
Oh
That's the
my
one.
God. Oh
Yes.
my God. I
I
used to
didn't
work around there.
I couldn't remember the name of it for the life of me. But let me tell
Yeah,
you,
I
they
used to
had
work
some
there.
good. I actually got my Sailor Moon on the Super Famicom from that Video Games New York store. And that place, as tight and as small as it was, it had some gems in there. And I think
That
that's
store
the last
was
time I saw that one.
tiny.
Is it
That
still
store
open?
was tiny. Geez, I haven't been there since like
Years.
2020. I know I definitely went within the last 2 years for sure because I bought a Genesis for my nephew and I went there specifically.
Oh.
But
Oh,
I
you're doing it
didn't.
right. You're doing it right.
But I mean, it was still open. I can't imagine them closing because they were like the most popular. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was the only. Well, no, no, lies. It's not the only retro store in that
No,
area.
no. There's one in Brooklyn
But
now that I think that has that, along with some arcade cabinets, if I'm not mistaken, in Sunset Park.
oh, whoa, what's
Mm.
this?
Oh, oh. I'll tell you about some places down by like
Yeah.
you take the
Well,
Eighth
I don't go to
Avenue
Brooklyn
stuff.
a lot. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't go to Brooklyn a
go down
lot.
if you find yourself on the NQR and you wind up on 8th Avenue in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, around the 50s. I forget if it's either between the 40s and the 50s. There's a really cool video game store, and I know that they used to do some local FGC tournaments there on the arcade cabinets as well as some console ones. And I'm
Hmm.
assuming they're still around. I'm assuming they're still around. I would be very
Hmm.
surprised if they weren't. And they opened. Ooh, yeah. I will chat with you about this off stream, but
Okay.
I will find the information on that. But again, I'm glad that those places are still open, and the fact that I did not know that you purchased for your nephew a Sega Genesis. That's awesome. You're starting your nephew off right with the right games.
Yeah, gotta make sure they understand where the video games that we grew up,
But I'm
the
surprised you
the
didn't
right
go.
games.
But you didn't go Nintendo. That's where I'm shocked. I would have
Uh,
expected Nintendo
I
from
don't
you.
know. I don't know if I would. You know what it is?
Hmm.
N64 is really hard to it just looks like shit when you upscale it on a TV. So I was just like, you know what, let me just not do that.
No,
And
that's fair.
I don't know, Genesis. I just felt like it was a better choice.
Oh, I also see in chat, PK is at 401 subscribers on YouTube. We've got the actual factual numbers now. Thank you, Arliss. I appreciate that. Also, It's the Dusk and Lantis Grayfield. I know that the alerts aren't visibly audible at the moment. Thank you guys for the resubscription. I sincerely appreciate it. But just you're kind of wrapped up in history. I'm curious to ask then as well. Where was your introduction to retro games from? Because I mean, I know you've been around with these games at the time when they were relevant, but it sounds like you also go pretty far back also in terms of retro games. Like what kind of interested you on that as opposed to some of the more modern games? And I know that you started off like you said with Call of Duty, but you kind of took that step back and went towards a more niche community. Did that make you nervous or did you feel like that was just the natural
No,
progression?
no. I've always played retro games.
Okay.
I've never like that's always been my jam.
Okay.
But at some point I was like, you know what? I want to really play like the games that I cherished
Mm-hmm.
growing up. So that's why I leaned more in that direction.
And
But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not like some master plan, you know.
oh, no, no,
I was just like, you know what? Hey, I want to play Pokemon. I want to play Mario.
and I'm here
I
setting.
want to play Sonic.
It sounds like I'm setting you up for this most epic, like canon lore story where you're like, when I was in the middle of a hurricane, I saw
Oh God.
stumble into my hands this
No.
Sonic Adventures just cartridge just fallen. It was then that I
No,
knew
no.
this was the path
No.
I've chosen. I'm glad that's not the case. You're just like, nah, I just want to play
No,
because I
no.
like them.
No, it's just you know what it is?
Hmm.
My family, we weren't like the richest bunch, so
Mm-hmm.
I was always behind
Mm-hmm.
on the console generation
Yep.
up until I started working myself.
Yeah.
So what is it? When everybody had a PS2, like I no, like I didn't even have a GameCube when it came out. Like I had it after.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing most of the GameCube at like a cousin's house that I
Well,
was going like every week.
Well, that I was literally just gonna say, I'm like, it's okay if we came from, a working class family because that meant we had a friend that lived on our block, or we had that cousin who had the updated consoles, and we hung out with them, and that's how we
Yeah,
played
yeah,
those
for sure.
games. We made that shit work.
Yeah, that's how I started actually playing Fantasy Star Online. That's how I started. It was my cousin's game.
Did
It
you?
wasn't even my game.
Did now wait? Did you actually play it? Oh wow! Oh look at you! You're getting not. Oh look at this! Oh what? Oh, I don't know who that is, but
Oh
bless.
no, yo, who's that?
Someone's just coming in. They're just like, I choose to honor you.
What's going
Okay,
on, bro?
what's up? See, they know who Hellscream is. I know, I know. Yes. I want you to also know that in the 7 episodes that I've been doing Margaritas Happy Hour, this is the first person that's come to visit during the actual interview because I open this
Oh,
up to
really?
everyone too. So this is the Hellscream effect. I thought you knew this, PK. I thought you knew the power of Hellscream, like I know the power of Hellscream. This is it.
Oh my God.
This is what it's all about. Now when you did start playing Fantasy Star Online, was this back in 2000 or was this later in 2000 when you started like post 2000 when you started playing
Ooh,
PSO?
geez, can't really remember the actual time period, but it was definitely. I didn't even know there were online servers
Oh,
like still existing because I was so young. Well, I wasn't young, but at the time I didn't even know you could like hook up your GameCube. We were just playing offline.
oh wow.
So, but it was definitely after had to be like 2003-ish, 2004-ish maybe. I don't remember the date honestly.
Well, how long were the servers up until for for PSO
I
on
don't
the
know. It could have been.
on
It
the
was
Dreamcast?
no.
Oh
I
wait,
have to
you're talking
remember.
about you played on the GameCube. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I have to like remember. I'm like
Oh,
it
the
wasn't.
servers? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even remember. I think when did Shitak start? I
Cool.
think it started after, like a little bit after the servers went down.
Okay.
But I wasn't even part of that generation. Like I didn't play online.
Okay.
So I was just, you know, little PK,
PK Junior.
playing with my cousin. Yeah, pretty much playing with my cousin. That's it.
Do you
Nothing.
do you remember what you started playing as when you did play PSO for the first time?
It was definitely humor for sure.
It was Baby Hell Scream.
Yeah, no,
It was Hell Squawk.
no. It was like some jank character. I think I named it like Striker or something. It was so dumb. It was so dumb.
It's not but it's not dumb. It's not. It's important that you have these things, and they're kind of the memories that you're gonna carry with you always. Like you're like,
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
because I'll be honest, the first character that I made, and I did not start when the servers were live. I started playing. I literally started playing this game backwards. So the first PSO Blueburst character I played was a Hewn Whirl, and I named it after my cat and myself. And
The
that's what I
Huey.
did. Yeah, well, that was the closest one that looked Puerto Rican, and I went, well, yes, I'll take the tan skin. Thank you very much.
No, you know what it is? The game kind of lies to you, and they say that there's like descriptions on when you choose your character,
Hmm.
and for Humar specifically, it says all around character. Oh, this is great for beginners. But when you actually play for a long time and you go online, you start to realize that Humar is not the best class. It's not good.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well,
Skyly
it's in
Humars are
GameCube, no.
great.
So in GameCube, they're not that good late game. They're really not. But in Dreamcast, they were like super broken. The Dreamcast Humars were really broken because
Mm.
they had shifted to ban so they could buff themselves, and they also had access to S rank needles. So they were like super broken. They were
So
like really strong.
wait, was this version 1 Dreamcast
I
PSO?
think Dreamcast in general, Humars are just
Oh,
really
version
strong.
1 and 2? Oh,
I think
I
so,
gotta
yeah.
roll me a Humar at some point.
Because I've seen I don't know if you know Vaughn. You met Vaughn before?
I don't think I have, no.
So he played so I don't know if he streams anymore, but my friend Azure Vaughn, he did a challenge on Dreamcast where he was like trying to hunt for something, and he wasn't using Humor, but he was using a Hucast with like S rank needles, and it was like doing 1 billion damage. It was ridiculous, but I know for a fact Humars can do that as well.
See,
And they got nerfed when they went to GameCube, so that was kind of crazy.
Oh, I knew nothing of this. You taught me yesterday that there's mag alerts in the Affinia servers. So I'm
Oh
learning something
yeah,
new from you
yeah.
all the
No,
damn
you
time.
those are things you got to patch in. You got to like patch the ISO file on the GameCube to get stuff like that.
See, that's wild to me. Oh, Odysseus L, thank you so much for the follow. Atlantis also is mentioning in chat as well the North American and Japanese GameCube servers, as well as the Japanese Dreamcast servers, were shut down on March 30th, 2007. And then the North American and European Blueburst servers were shut down following a free period lasting from January 12th, 2008 until the servers closing on March 31, 2008. Thank you for all that info, Atlantis. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving
Okay,
us the fact checks. So
that sounds very accurate because I think my cousin was living in New York with around me
mhm.
around 2006ish, 2007ish. So that is probably like this was in I was definitely in middle school, so had to be like 2005ish for sure.
So then were you and your cousin those kids that jumped into parties and you did like the LOL X Striker X420 X69
No, no,
XX?
we didn't play online.
Oh, you didn't play it on. Okay, so you
No,
strictly kept
we
offline.
were strictly offline. Yeah.
Okay. I know if I was you, I would have probably been that person doing that cuz that's just but I would have done it all on a Rack-A-Seal because that's just how I am. So I was curious. I just had to ask. I was like just out of curiosity. But I mean, they still. I'm sure you had like late night memories though, where like you had sleepovers where you guys are
Oh,
playing
for
PSO
sure.
to
We
all
broke
hours
night
of the
all the
night.
time. We broke out. Those days where we just wake up. Well, no, we didn't go to sleep, so the sun would rise, and it'd be like 7 a.m.
You had Toonami playing on the TV in the background while you were playing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Inuyasha's like outro was going. You're like, oh shit, it's 4 a.m. Oh
Yeah, yeah.
no. Those are the
I don't think
memories.
we ever made it to ultimate. I don't
Really?
think yeah, we never I don't remember. I think the first time I hit ultimate difficulty, I was on stream. Like I did it while I was streaming.
So then do you have a general idea? If you don't know the answer to this, of course that is okay. It is also however many years ago. Do you remember the highest level that Striker was? Let's can we get some emotes in
Ooh.
chat for Striker? Let's pay some homage to the first OG Humor.
No, it was I don't even think I hit 100, honestly.
Okay.
For sure. Because leveling up offline, it was like
Painful.
so slow. It was
It's
very painful, for
mm-hmm.
sure.
Well, I can't wait till I make a Humor and I name it Heaven Sing, and I'm like, here I go, let's do it. And I don't think I can even spell Heaven Sing because of the characters, so it'll be Heaven SNG, and I'm like, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm the
I
alter
don't
ego of
know.
Hellscream.
I don't know how strong the classes are in Blue Burst, but I'd imagine everyone's just kind of strong because of the items. I'm
There,
not I'm not too familiar with it.
from what I can speak of from the Affinia servers, and this is solely on Affinia, and I also need to, preface the fact that I have not played much Force just because it is not my playstyle. It is not a bad class, and it's not a bad playstyle. It's just not one that kind of gels with me the way that Hunters and Rangers do. It seems fairly balanced for the most part. It doesn't seem like one overpowers the next, but you could definitely see that there's some advantages to having, a Force and party for a couple of things as opposed to others. It feels pretty well balanced for the most part, I would say, at least. And Chat can agree or disagree with me on that one, but I think
Okay.
it's pretty even. It's pretty even across the board. I think it's more just a matter of, what playstyle kind of caters to you. It's definitely not, the Hunters being the easy mode, Rangers being intermediate, and then advanced
Yeah.
Force. I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's play what makes you happy and, play something that excites you. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's how it should be played, honestly.
well, would you say that's also the same though with the GameCube servers with Shitserve?
Well, like play whatever you like.
Yeah, or do you feel like there is some like power level, like there are some more
No,
stronger
you can
classes?
play whatever you want, honestly. But if you're soloing, that's a
Hmm.
different story. Like
Yeah,
if you're playing solo,
yeah.
you're gonna struggle if you're a certain class. Like if you're Humar trying to go into like episode 2, and you're just trying to like if you don't have the right weapons, you're just gonna get destroyed
And
for sure.
I think that's also I would say with Affinia that's a fair statement to make as well. Like early levels of Force is a little rough because you're going to be spending so much Meseta on just mana fluids until you start, picking that up. But then after that, once they reach endgame, Forces are no joke. They're just like, I'm fine. Here. Everybody want the shifted to ban? Here you go. Here you
Yeah,
go.
support class.
It's like,
They're all support classes.
watch me support you. Watch me. Now, I'm curious to ask as well, though, because this is a Fantasy Star channel. Even though we're in Blue Burst at the moment, and I know that you play a Blue Burst, there's so much other Fantasy Star out there. And you mentioned it early on in the beginning of the interview as well, where you did try, other iterations. You did Fantasy Star Zero. I'm curious to ask which ones you've tried and which ones you'd like to revisit, or ones that you have enjoyed, but there is just maybe something lackluster there? I'm curious about, the JRPGs as well as, the online versions and whatnot.
Well, besides Zero, I played the PSP one. There was like a English patch released, Infinity.
Yeah.
Uh, PSP
P2PI?
two something. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Infinity. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I tried it.
P2PI, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. It was okay. Didn't really stick with me, but it was fun for a while. PSO2, I tried it back when it released because it was stuck overseas for
For
like 10 years.
however. I was like, forever.
Yeah.
That's where
And
I started from,
yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
That's my
Um,
beginnings.
I tried it when it came to Xbox, and I played it for like maybe like a week, and I was just like, okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm
Wow.
done with it. Yeah. It didn't
Really?
stick. It really didn't stick. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it, but
Well,
it,
it has mixed
I don't think it's a
reviews.
bad game. It's just I felt like I was just running around doing a lot of flips, and I don't know.
Mm,
I gave it a chance, and I was just like, no, if I don't know if I can play it,
mm. No,
but
that's fair.
I know other people like it, and maybe I'll revisit it one day, but I don't know.
Mm.
I saw the new Genesis stuff, and I was like, do I want to try this? And I went back for like I played it for like an hour, and I was just like, yeah, no, this ain't working out. This is not working out. I'm just gonna stop.
And I know, if memory serves me right as well, I made you a letter in the form of a Twitch clip asking you to try out Fantasy Star Universe. I don't know if you've scratched that itch, but
No,
I'm
for sure. Okay, yeah,
curious.
I do. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will definitely try Fantasy Star Universe. When I look at gameplay of it, it reminds me a lot of the PSP one.
Well, yeah, and I believe it's a
So,
continuation of and chat, tell me if I'm wrong on it. I think it's a continuation or of PSP 2i.
right. So I could try it, and I definitely will. I definitely will try the Clementine stuff. I just
Mm,
have to download it and set it up.
that's fair. That's fair.
Um, but I haven't wrote it off. I definitely have not. Um, yeah, I don't mind trying it. Universe, yeah, sure, why not? I'll
Oh,
try it.
oh, chat's actually saying PSP2i was the continuation, and the PSP came out after Universe. So it was Universe first, and then the portables.
Oh,
So
look at that.
there we go.
I'm
I
going backwards.
Listen. That's my entire Fantasy Star history. I started. You get used to it after a while. It builds character. That's fine. And you did do the JRPGs, which you can catch those on PK's YouTube channel. Again, exclamation point PK. You can get a link to his YouTube channel and also his Twitch channel, which he's nearing 1,000 followers. So let's take him to 1,000 followers tonight. He's at
Yeah.
988, or maybe he's at more now. I hope you're at more. I hope you're at more.
Yeah, I played all four of the Genesis JRPGs.
Did you
And
play
there are
two also?
yeah, I played two, yeah.
You're so brave.
Oh yeah. Actually, two is pretty good. Actually, it's like if I didn't play four, I would say two's the best one. If I didn't play four, for sure.
Okay, but how do you, and this is speaking from somebody who's just scratching the surface on the JRPGs, because I started with four, and I'm going to have to choose between one, two, and three after this. How did you deal with the difficulty of two?
Oh, I used a map book.
Ah, a map book. That's what it takes.
I used a map for all the dungeons.
Oh, but listen, it happens. It happens. I've heard nothing but it's the resounding theme I've heard from folks about two is two is the least forgiving. It's difficult. That doesn't make it bad because the story of 2 is phenomenal. It's just a pain in the ass to get through those dungeons. That's all I've heard.
So 2 gets all right. So here's the thing about 2. I definitely struggled in the early game. So I wanted to play the game without using maps,
Mm-hmm.
and I did the first dungeon without maps,
Mm-hmm.
and I completed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say, I I couldn't do the second dungeon without a map. I could not,
That's
because
okay.
the maps are just ridiculous. It's
Mm-hmm.
just like someone just went into like RPG Maker, and then they just like hit randomizer on like a dungeon map maker. I don't know, man. Like those that I love 2. Two's a great game,
Mm-hmm.
amazing. I think the combat's great. Everything about the game is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just without a map, you're done. Without a map, you're just absolutely done. And the same thing does go for Fantasy Star One. So without you need to. I played the Switch version of Fantasy Star One,
Oh, okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
that one has the auto map. So as you progress through the maps, it it draws out the map for you, and you don't have to do like you're not in the 80s anymore. You don't have to pull out a piece of paper and draw a map.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think if I was playing Fantasy Star 1 on the Genesis, I would still be playing the game to this day, because I would the dungeons, I don't even know how people did it back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't understand how people did it, drawing out all those maps, because some of the maps are absolutely insane, because they're on a grid, and you can fall. There's some of the later dungeons have pit traps, like little pits that you can fall in, and you can fall down multiple levels. So if you fell down a level that you've never been to, you have to like draw out another map. It was crazy. I'm just glad I played the Switch version. And if
Mm-hmm.
anybody's gonna play Phantasy Star One, I would recommend the Switch version for sure,
Well,
100%.
I also want to believe, though, that at that time, at the inception or at least the origin date or release of Fantasy Star 1, there had to have been the instruction manuals as books. And also, you have to remember, like, around that time, maybe a little later, and chat, you can tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong on this. That's when they had the hotlines where you could call and say, I'm playing this game and I'm trying to get out of this hellhole. How do I get out of this spot? I want to believe that there was a Sega hotline, much like there was a Nintendo Power hotline or a Capcom hotline, where they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you just got to make 2 lefts and a right. You kept making left, right, and it's like, oh, that's what it was doing. My bad." And then it's
No.
like it costs 99 cents a minute for that one hint, and your parents got pissed at you. I
Oh my god.
I want to believe that was their idea at the time. They're like, oh, they'll just call our Sega hotline if we make this the most difficult dungeon possible. They're just gonna start calling it all about this Fantasy Star game. Let's go. So who
I don't
knows?
know. I don't know if they did Sega have a hotline? I don't even know.
I
I
know
know about the
Nintendo.
Nintendo one.
The Capcom did, but you had to be a Capcom Club member. If memory serves me right, someone, you can correct me on this. I was not a Capcom member. My best friend was. She only got the hotline number because she was a member and had the card. So whenever she needed help with certain combos or certain things in like rival schools, she would call and they'd give her a tip off for it. That's all I remember.
Well, for
So.
like a fighting game tips.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because we would
What?
listen. It could be for anything. It was for the most random shit ever, but you can still get it for certain things. But yeah,
Oh,
I
man,
miss
could you
I miss
imagine if those were still a thing today?
I want them to still. Okay, PK. I got an idea. Hear me out. How do you feel about this? What if we made our own hotline, if I got like one of those WhatsApp numbers and we start advertising our own game help hotline.
Not the WhatsApp. Oh my God.
Shh, 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 shh. Just here, I'm throwing it on a wall. Let's just see if it sticks. So we get a WhatsApp account and people start calling us. You can use Google. I don't care. You can use a Google number. I don't judge. And we start making our own in-game help hotline. And then all we do on our end is just Google this shit. And then we give them the answer. I mean, and they're not even paying the 99 cents a minute for it.
Wait, why would they call us to Google if they could just Google themselves?
You know there's someone out there that's like, no, I refuse to Google this. And they don't see it as being a cheat if they're calling the hotline.
No way.
Yes. I think
No
this is
way.
a great idea.
No,
Listen,
man.
When I get sponsored,
Google exists. You have Google on your phone, on your computer.
When
There's
I
no
get
way.
sponsored by Radio Shack, this is the first thing I'm going to bring up as an idea.
Radio Shack?
I've been wanting to get sponsored by Radio Shack for months now. It's going
Do
to
they
happen.
Do they even exist?
In Mexico. Yes, they do.
In
Anyway,
Mexico?
don't judge. We love Mexican people. So we go and we get sponsored by Radio Shack. We'll get our own Radio Shack. You can get PKCoalTrain at RadioShack.com. I'll get Pizza Made at RadioShack.com. And then we promote the idea of doing game hotlines because somebody would be too stubborn or too prideful to be like, I don't want to cheat with, a Google or a Game Facts, message board thread. They're going to call our hotline and next thing you know, we're in business.
I didn't even know Radio Shack existed anymore. I think they all closed down. Apparently, they're in different countries.
No. In the tri-state area, ask me how I know. There's 2 still open Radio Shacks by me.
What?
Yeah.
Who goes to a Radio Shack anymore?
I do.
What?
I do. I don't
What
buy
do you
anything.
Get there? Like who? Like
I
a radio?
can,
You get
if,
radio?
Listen, if I can't find batteries at the supermarket, guess where I'm fucking going? I'm going to Radio
Batteries?
Shack.
That's so depressing.
And a toy helicopter and a remote control helicopter. Yes. Slay.
No way. No way.
Yes. Oh man.
Oh man.
Chat's yelling at me too. Who still uses Game Facts? That's right. Because we were broke children that couldn't afford the hotline. That's right.
Oh, dude, GameFAQs was it right there. That was everything.
Kirby Boy's also mentioning in chat too. He was recently on Game Facts. He was literally on Game Facts earlier today for breeding combinations and Dragon Warrior monsters. That could have been us. That could have been us, PK.
GameFAQs. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I haven't been on that website in forever.
I miss message boards. I briefly considered, instead of having a Discord server, I briefly considered in lieu of a Discord server just making a message board and having people just comment there because I miss message boards so much.
Oh, man.
And maybe like a live journal.
Nobody. I mean, I guess messages. Oh my god, I can't talk. Message boards. I think they're still around, right?
Yeah, they still.
Besides like, private server message boards.
They still exist for a purpose and for a reason, and if nothing else, they have a novelty to them that people like myself go back and check out. But if we made a hotline, we can even call it PK Coal Made. I'll let you take the first start of our hotline. 1-888 PK Coal Made or PK Made. Offering you
Here to serve you these hints
in 30 minutes or less. Their trains rolling into the station. God, this is such great advertising. I love where our head's at right now. See, this is what I'm talking about, people. Just to let folks know as well, it is 8:21 right now. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to be coming up on an incoming ad break. If you have been enjoying the stream, know that right now September is going on. If September is happening and you have a favorite content creator like PKCoalTrain that you want to support by giving your subs over to them, now is the time to do it because you can get it at a reduced rate at the low price in US dollars of, I believe, $4.99. So this month only, you will get a reduced rate on subscription. So if you have a favorite content creator like PKCoalTrain, Sarzak, Professor Ramsey's VT, Silhouette, go support them. Go check them out. Otherwise, in the meantime, for this current channel, if you're not a subscriber of the channel, don't worry about it. We're going to take a brief 3-minute intermission, and then we'll be back. But I'll let you guys know when that happens. But you should all go support PKCoalTrain. You should all give him your follows and your subs and your love, and tell him about the hotline idea, that you think it's a great idea. That's what you should do. I don't care if he can hear me right now. I don't care if he's still in the room. I don't care. Tell him our hotline idea is a great idea. So I can't wait to see what comments you get on your channel or on YouTube. It's going to be great.
Oh, my God.
But again,
I'm still shocked that Radio Shack is still a thing.
Listen, you come and you visit. Oh, Silhouette, thank you so much for the gift sub to Kite May Wilder. Thank you so much. Listen, they do exist, and they're great, and they're glorious, and you should, you know what? You should come take.
I should go out of my way and find one.
Listen, you come visit me. I'll take you to a Radio Shack. You're only a bus ride away.
Freaking Radio Shack, man. That's incredible.
It's magic.
Next thing you know, it's like, oh my God, I was driving down some intersection and there was a Circuit City.
Wait, are those gone?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah, there are no Circuit Cities anywhere.
Listen, I'm still mourning the loss of Funko Land. So.
See, I've never been to Funko Land, so.
It was literally my Toys R Us from the ages of like 7 to 9. It was just going to Funko Land and trading in all of my consoles and my games to get new consoles and new games. It was the best.
Yeah, I've never actually been to Funko Land.
Pizza Circuit City imploded in on itself years ago. Listen, I'm still focused on Radio Shack. All right, Arliss?
No, I thought Circuit City imploded too.
No, Circuit City did implode, apparently, according to Arliss. I'm waiting for fact.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack didn't implode. It didn't. You think it imploded? It's a secret. It's like a conspiracy theory. It's like Area 51.
That is crazy. It's got to be like 7 in the whole country.
Plot twist. You think Radio Shack's completely gone, but they're actually like secret Radio Shack locations that are holding, information about unidentified flying objects. That's why they sell so many robot helicopters. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, Radio Shack.
Can I get my exclusive tinfoil hat?
Listen, if you could still get a Hess truck at Christmas time, don't tell me that Radio Shacks don't fucking exist anymore. Bullshit.
Oh, no, not the Hess trucks. Oh, no.
That's right. I fucking went there.
Those commercials, man.
Right? Those are insane. All right, we're going to have our ad break coming up in just a minute here, in less than a minute. So, guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you, Silhouette, again, for the gift sub to Kite May Wilder. Krevin, thank you so much for the incoming raid that came in, as well as Silhouette. Thank you so much for the gifts up to Kirby Boy. We've got folks coming in. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We are currently interviewing right now one of the sweetest, most cuddliest teddy bears and an Oreo crimes war leader, PKCoalTrain. We're interviewing him in this month's episode of Margaritas Happy Hour. So stick around. If you are already a subscriber to the channel, you will get to enjoy this next 3 minutes of us just ad-libbing, ad view, ad free, no ads available. Otherwise, we'll be right back in 3 minutes. So please stay tuned. There we go. I'm just saying. Listen, we're laughing and joking, but just think about joining me on my Radio Shack sponsorship and my hotline. I think you'd be great at it. Wouldn't you? Listen, we could probably make 7 figures. And by 7 figures, it's like 0.00007 cents. But we could do it. It can be done.
I don't know. Radio Shack is... last time I saw Radio Shack, I was probably in high school. And there was definitely one near my high school. It's definitely not there no more, for sure.
If you pass by our high school this week and you go and look, and if that Radio Shack is still open, all I'm going to say right now is, I told you so.
It is kind of out the way, but maybe I should just go just to see.
And if it is open, will you believe me then and join me on my flagship adventure of trying to get a Radio Shack sponsorship? Will you be my partner in crime? Will you be the Thelma to my Louise? Somebody
Oh
clip this
man,
just in case he says yes.
I don't know. I thought they were gone.
They're not gone. They still I emailed them. I emailed them asking
You
for
emailed Radio
I
Shack?
did. I emailed Radio Shack on stream asking for a sponsorship or asking if I can get a free email address from them. And they told me no, but that's
Oh
okay.
my god.
They're just playing hard to get. It's no big deal.
Oh.
It's no big deal. It can happen. You just watch.
We would love to sponsor you, pizza. That's those
I-
old school radio broadcasters.
A small piece of me was hoping that someone would reply back that was not like a AI generated email reply and be like, did you really think that we were going to give you just a free email address out of nowhere or offer, like, make me pay? Because I probably would have paid for a radioshack.com email address. Do you know how
This
bad?
stream sponsored by Radio Shack. Yeah, see?
Not even that. Even I just go and could you imagine going on my channel and looking at my About Me page and being like, for business inquiries or collaborations, please hit me up at pizzamate at radioshack.com.
Radio Shack. I can't believe we're...
Listen, what a time to be alive, my friends.
Yeah. That is incredible.
I'm just saying, listen, I'm just going to throw it at you. Just think about it. Don't say no just yet. Just sleep on it for a couple of nights and then get back to me and let me know. Just for like a week and then get back to me and let me know if you want to join me on my Radio Shack sponsorship adventure. I'm gonna need your status. I'm gonna need your credibility. I'm gonna need your stats and numbers because I'm gonna go, look, he's a top 3% streamer on Twitch and he's amassed 1,000 followers. How would you not want a sponsorship with this person?
Oh man,
right?
Yeah, I gotta sleep on it. I just found out Radio Shack still exists 10 minutes ago.
Wait till I take you there. You're in utter shock. I buy you batteries, and then after that I have to take you out to eat because I feel really bad at the fact that I just made you walk into a Radio Shack in the year 2024. It can happen. Anything can happen. Even Sam would just be like, I'm so sorry that you drove all this way for this. I don't know what pizza was thinking. I'm so sorry. Here, do you want dessert also? It's on us. She fucked up.
Oh man, dessert.
There you
Oh,
go.
no.
But we are back in action. Thank you guys so much for for sticking around on the 3-minute ad break. We are here with PKCoalTrain, again, an amazing content creator here on Twitch. Now, I'm really excited about this portion of the interview. This is the reason I wanted to interview you more than anything. Okay. You are a great person. You're going to probably join me in my hotline Radio Shack sponsorship plate. But aside from that, the reason I found you was because you did a series. I believe you streamed it all on Twitch and then the VODs later released on the YouTube channel. And you started what I thought was a great idea, which was the Road to 200.
Pizza Made.
Oh.
When in doubt, Pizza Made is
Oh,
on the
I'm sorry.
walk. To the rescue, it's Pizza Made.
I forgot that the blurb alerts are still on. Thank you so much, Neil Lionheart. I appreciate that. A la carte, Radio Shack will never be a spirit store. Take that back. The reason I started following you was because you started a series, which was essentially the Road to 200. And I find it very ironic at the fact that both Hellscream and Margarita are kind of sitting in the same general area because Margarita currently being on the road to 200 herself, Hellscream has done it. So I had this all written out, but I'm just fangirling at the moment that I'm still seeing the Hellscream. But
Wait, how do I check your level?
Oh, my level?
Yeah.
I think if you go through and you can shift through, I think, was it the start button?
There's a button here somewhere.
It's the button with the 3 lines on the Xbox
Haha,
controller.
I found it. Okay, 104. Oh, 104, okay. All right,
Yeah.
104.
104, we're getting there. We're getting
All right,
there.
all right.
All good, Neo. Or tab on the keyboard as well. So it's been a work in progress, and I will be brutally honest with you, I would not have gotten to this point without the support of great people from the Affinia community, as well as the chat, for joining me and running with me in parties. A lot of people have been generously donating, gifts and mags and all that stuff. So I wouldn't be where I am right now without everybody that supported me along the way. But
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to be brutally honest with you. I watched the VODs for Hellscream's Road to 200. Now, if you guys don't know, Hellscream was a Skyly Humor, I believe on the GameCube servers, that was doing the Road to 200.
Yeah. Oh, but wait, before you continue, I just want to say I tried to recreate my character on Blueburst, but unfortunately, the ID calculator is different on Blueburst. I was not able.
You can modify it. You can modify it right now.
Really?
Yeah. Just
How do I do that?
type in slash MOD
Okay.
SEC.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta see this. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Slash what?
Slash mod MOD sec
Okay.
SEC ID. So mod section ID
Okay.
space Skyly. And that
Okay.
literally what Serenity just posted in game. When you do that, you can modify your section ID to be a Skyly.
Wait, did I do it? I don't even know if I did it. Hold on, wait.
It should say to you if you did or didn't, and then when you log in again, it should update you. We can check it right now if you want. I would do this in a heartbeat for Hellscream. Let's go.
No, I don't think it went through. Hold on, wait. Slash mod sec ID Skyly?
Mm-hmm. Just like this.
There's no.
And just don't put the period. Just put the backslash mod section ID and then type in space then Skyly, and it'll turn you from ORAN to Skyly.
Oh, okay, cool. It did it.
It did it. You could literally log out and log right back in if you wanted to, and then you could be.
Hold on. Let me do this real quick.
That's okay.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Anything for Hellscream. King, you dropped your crown. King Hellscream, you dropped your crown. Now, if PK was asking for this, I'd be like, you could wait till after the interview. But this is Hellscream asking. It's fine. You don't understand. I put Hellscream on a pedestal. Hellscream, changing blocks would have done it too. That's true.
Sick. I didn't know you could do that. Do your drops actually change?
Yeah, your drops will change. You could the only
What? Your
caveat,
name doesn't matter?
The only caveat is that you can only do this once, and you have to be under level 20. So if you're under level 20,
okay, that's good.
Yeah,
okay.
If you're under level 20, you can make this change once. But aside from that, if you really wanted to, like for instance, on my Rackaseal Pizza Maid, she's a Rackaseal. Typically, Pizza Maid is a Pinkle section ID, which is horrible for Rackaseals. So I changed her to ORAN so that she matched the vibe of the black and orange that I was going for, and it worked out.
Oh, Pinkle.
Oh, and
We all joke about
Kirby is also saying you also get another chance if the drop table changes at all. See, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Oh my god, I just gave a gift to the Hellscream. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to me. Christmas came
The
early
correct
this year.
colors.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Look, and it all happened all on stream. I can't wait to release this VOD. Let's fucking go. But when I tell you I watched the VODs like it was a primetime Netflix show, I watched the VODs like I think there's only one or two VODs I think that I managed to catch. I don't know if there was more, but I know that I caught at least 2 videos on the YouTube channel, if memory serves me right.
Well, the journey of this character is definitely spans a lot of, like, what, 3 years? I want to say.
Oh
So,
my god.
my all of my adventures are not on the internet anymore, unfortunately.
Can I tell you though, I legit got choked up and emotional when you were doing that TTF run and you hit 200. Like I legit was like,
it was
was it not TTF?
Wait, we did a multi-stream, not multi-team quest. So
oh, okay, that's because there's 2 other parties of 4.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
That's what. Okay.
yeah,
I think I
So-
assumed it was TTF, but I think I'm wrong.
yeah. They were the mods the devs over at Shitserve at the time were making they made a breakthrough, and they made it so that multiple teams can link up
Mhm.
on certain quests. So the quests specifically that I hit 200 on
Mhm.
had 11 of, I think 10 or 11 other players in the game.
Oh man, I got legit emotional watching that video. Like I got choked up and my eyes started welling up with tears because one, you're the first person that I had ever seen in the iteration of PSO that hit max level. And I remember just thinking to myself like,
just hitting it, like, because man, there's people with like so many, well, they've been playing for years.
yeah.
They have so many 200s, but that was my first
Well,
200.
I think it was not only seeing that it was your first level 200 and not even the fact that I was seeing the first level 200, it was just knowing how much work you put into it. And I think this is also credit to the editing of the VODs, which I believe might have been Arliss. So kudos to you, Arliss. But you
No, it was all me.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was all
but
you?
around that time, I was editing
Oh,
for
you were
myself.
editing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but you literally put a narrative to those videos, and you could see how much effort and frustration. Because I remember you were getting so frustrated by being a Skyly Humar in certain parts of it, and
No, no. Okay, so here's the thing.
okay,
There,
clarify because I'd love to know.
if I was playing by myself, I just felt like I couldn't play certain quests because I was just so weak. Like there's just certain enemies a Humar just can't deal with unless I don't have the right gear.
Hmm.
It's just really, really tough. But if you get like a party going, it makes it a lot more enjoyable. Makes time go by.
So then let me ask you this now, kind of at a point of reflection and a moment of retrospect. Did you plan this in advance that you were going to do this project, or this was something that you just started doing and then you're like, oh, let me record this and document that journey through?
Well, whenever I streamed PSO, whenever I was on Hellscream,
Mm-hmm.
I only played online on stream. I never leveled up the character offline, off stream. I want to say like 100% of the levels, starting from level 1, because I didn't even know back. Well, okay, so this was my first character back when I decided to play PSO again, which was like back in like 2018, 19, something ish.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a GameCube already, and I was already planning on playing PSO. And then I got the broadband adapter and I connected online. And then I was like, oh, I connected online when I was like level 50-ish, level 56-ish, I think. Um, the first 50 or so levels, I was strictly playing offline on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember who told me, but somebody told me that the online servers were still up. And I was like, you know what? Let me try that. I didn't realize how stupidly easy it was to hook up your. Once you had a broadband adapter, I didn't realize how easy it was
Yep.
to actually go online.
And then
And I was
when you
like,
realize it, you're
I
like,
felt
oh
kind of
man.
dumb. I was just like, what? This is easy. What? I could have done this a long time ago.
I had no idea.
I
Surprise.
did not know. And I still remember the first day I entered. The first person I ever. This is kind of crazy. The first person I ever spoke to online was a fellow named Kayak. Do you know Kayak?
I know Kayak. The chat may not know who Kayak is, so you may want to give a little context there.
So Kayak is one of the devs on Shitserve,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
he
the
was
greatest
legit.
Mario Kart player of all time.
He is. I don't know what he does. Oh, he's a cheater for sure. He's cheating. I don't know what he does, but he's always so fast in the game. I don't understand, but that's a little sidetrack. Hold on, wait.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so he was the first one. Yeah,
Mm.
first person I ever said. I was like, "Hey, this is my first time online." Burp, 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 burp. And then I just started playing. That's it. I think I did like a free run that stream.
Mm.
I didn't even do any quests. I was just like, you know what? Let's just play. And I want to say like a week later, I started hunting for like certain things, and then I was just like, wow, look at all this online loot. Never seen this before.
Well, these greens must be so rare.
Yeah, for a time they were calling me like super lucky for some reason because
Really?
I would yeah because a lot of the drop rates were like I don't know 1 out of 500, and I would hunt for these things and they would drop within like one or two quests.
Oh man.
It's just literally
I don't know if you know this, but I decided to move my photon chair closer to Hellscream because I just want that luck to rub off on Margarita. But
no, I'm telling you, there was I think I have it on YouTube. I was uh I was doing a quest with a friend of mine named Apex.
oh, I know
And
Apex. I know Apex
oh,
Seals.
you know Apex.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
cool.
Apex.
So it was me, Kayak, Apex, and I can't remember the fourth. It was one more person. I can't remember. We were, he was, he wanted to get, what was it? Handgun Milla? It was one of the handguns. I think, no, it was gold. For sure it was gold because it was on runes.
Okay.
And I was like, just because I'm here, you're going to get it. And the drop rate's like, what, 1 out of 10K? And it dropped. Dropped.
You can never
It was
log out of right now. You'll never log. Hellscream's
yeah,
never logging
yeah.
out.
I super popped off. I super
Oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta find that video. I'll send it to you.
Oh, please do.
It was pretty good. It was pretty
So
good.
then let me ask this then as well, because I don't know the full end game gear setup for Hellscream. And you can, again, I need to do this if I'm going to be the president of the Hellscream fan club. What was the final gear setup for Hellscream on GameCube? Did you have Red Ring Rico or V101 or...
Yes, I definitely did have Red Ring because I spent like 3 months hunting that.
Okay.
We were yeah, we definitely hunted for that. And I don't know how it is in Blueburst, but you can't get Red Ring off TTF. So you have to either do a free run of ruins or you have to do like a specific quest to
Oh.
actually get to Falls and kill him.
I believe you are available. If memory serves me right, I believe you can get it off of TTF in Affinia, but I don't know if that's the only way or not. Chat would probably actually have a better answer for that than me because I don't
Okay.
want to. I don't want to misinform and give the wrong information. But I need you
Yeah.
to give Margarita that luck for Red Ring Rico. That's what I need.
Well,
If I
well,
run it,
you know, you definitely should have Pinkle for sure.
No, I'm not doing. I'm not putting Margarita in Pinkle.
Well, well, you know, I think well, I don't know, like I said, I don't know the drop rates on Blueburst, but for shit serve specifically, Pinkle has the best chance of getting Red Ring. So if I saw a unicorn Pinkle online, I was like, "Hey, you want to play? You want to do ruins? Come on, let's go. Let's do some ruins."
Did you try to become friends with them? Like, did you take them out to dinner at least? Like, come on.
I think I knew like a couple of people that had Pinkle.
Okay. Okay. You can get apparently for Affinia, Lantis is saying you can get Red Ring anyway. Just get to Falls, and Still is saying I only know it's like a 1 out of 88 drop or something. So
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think for on GameCube for shit serve, I think for Pinkle it drops to like 1 out of 60 something. I don't remember the exact number, but it was like it's a pretty significant jump when especially when the rate is that's still a high rate because you're killing a boss every what hour. So it's like really
oh yeah.
it's really 1 out of 186 on Affinia. Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's high.
So
That's really high.
but listen, if not for Hellscream, Hellscream can do anything. Hello.
Oh yeah.
You underestimate the power of Hellscream. Clearly, I'm a little upset that you're doubting Hellscream. I don't doubt Hellscream. Hellscream can do it. You're so silly, PK. You clearly don't know what Hellscream can do. God,
The power.
you don't understand the pedestal that I put Hellscream on. In my mind, Hellscream can do nothing wrong. It's like the MacGyver of PSO. Now I just want to
Dude,
see
I was
Hellscream's
definitely
head on
struggling for
MacGyver.
sure. I was definitely struggling there.
It
Well,
was.
I think I had a few gear. I had a lot of, items that helped me out.
Do you have a favorite, like a favorite item or a favorite weapon that
Oh, like
Hellscream?
favorite weapon for GameCube? Oh, that's. Ooh, that's a good question.
Ah,
There is S rank slicer, which is actually really good
okay.
because you can glitch it.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a glitch. Man, it's been so long. I think I had demons on mine, and you can. There's a glitch you can do that makes it so that you can land the special a little bit easier or more consistent if you are standing max range and you do like a specific combo. I think you do like light, heavy, light, or something like that.
okay.
Like no, it's a special light special. I don't remember, but there's a way you can glitch it, and you can land the special a lot more consistently.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
Um,
check that out. I have to look for
yeah,
that.
hunters. I mean, I didn't really have. I want to say probably the best. My favorite weapon has to be red sword because that was like the main sword that I used. I still have it. That's like my main sword.
What about Akiko's Walk? Apparently, that was also your favorite.
That was a hidden gem that I did not know existed. I did not know that.
You did not love
I
running
didn't
around hitting
know.
people with the Kiko's Walk?
Dude, I didn't know. First of all, it has charge, which is actually insane. Charge is a great special. I mean, the weapon might not be good, but it charge is really strong. And you're every time you hit somebody with the walk, it made like a bonk sound. That's awesome.
uh, and then you said Red Sword is the one that you mainly use on Hellscream?
Yeah, that was I really wanted to get like a stronger sword, but that was the only sword that I mean, it's a pretty good sword. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty strong. Got some attack power on it, but
All right.
um, I got one with like I don't remember how much hit it had, but it had a lot.
And you're like, I
It had
used it
like
to the best of its ability.
I mean, Humar definitely needs the accuracy,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it was my main source of damage. But once I started doing challenge mode a little bit and started getting like the good actual specials, then yeah,
So,
those are probably the best weapons.
do you ever go back and like log on Hellscream from time to time? Just be like, I miss you, buddy. Let's go for a run. Like,
Ah
let's
man, I
just take you
haven't
out for a
really
drive.
done that. No. He's
What?
yeah,
What?
he's just, he's
He's not deleted, right?
no, he's not
Okay.
deleted.
Oh,
For
I
sure.
was
Oh
gonna
my
have,
God.
I was gonna end
No,
this
no, no,
interview
no.
so fast, PK, and be
No,
like,
no,
this,
no,
we
no.
had a good interview. It's time to
No,
call it
no.
quits.
So I play on a Wii, so the Wii has I have a modded Wii, so you can back up your memory card save.
Okay.
So if in the event he disappeared, I would have a backup somewhere.
Okay, this interview's gonna continue. Awesome. That's what I like to hear because I thought you were gonna be like, no, I deleted him. Be like,
Oh no,
I
I
was
would
gonna
never delete
literally
that
gasp.
character. Are you
Okay,
crazy? No
okay,
way.
okay, good, because that would break my heart. Well, Hellscream, I think, and maybe this is me like over exaggerating it or maybe over dramatizing it, but for me, I felt like he was kind of like my first Fantasy Star Online hero because I got to see him hit level 200. So it's like I got to see him reach like, his demigod point because that's in my mind Hellscream's a demigod. Don't tell me
Yeah,
otherwise.
he was a bit of a meme for a while there.
I I saw that video too. You're not wrong, But
Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
has a story to tell. There was something very well done, and I will give credit to you on this now, knowing that you were the editor behind these videos. You made a narrative for Hellscream that made him the unsung hero. You made him the underdog that people, were at first kind of like joking, memeing about, and then look at what he ended up doing. So I feel like it all worked.
Oh man.
He became a
You know,
larger than life character to me in my mind as a viewer watching the content.
yeah, I'm sure I have an old YouTube video somewhere where I did like a video with him and he was like level 50 something. There's got to be one for sure. I think one of my guide videos, that terribly edited guide video
Oh, not you.
back in
That's.
the day.
I'm sure it was fine.
Oh god, I edited that video when I had my laptop.
Say no more. Say no more. Hey, but it got done, didn't it? It exported, didn't it?
It for sure did,
There you
and I
go.
worked really hard on it,
Uh-huh.
and I had to search a bunch of YouTube videos to learn how to edit.
We all start somewhere.
Yeah.
I watch your video.
Those videos, I'm kind of proud. They still get views to this day. I think it's so weird that people still search up PSO guides on YouTube.
Listen, I know I was one of those people that saw, maybe it was, I forget if I saw it as a clip first before I saw the videos myself. But I mean, as of maybe the last 1.5, maybe 2 years. No, it has to be within the last, maybe last year or so. That was probably when I started getting around to watching your video content. I even commented on your video, and you were kind enough to comment like a thank you or something. And I was like, oh, Hellscream
Oh, yeah.
responded to me. Who's this guy? It's not Hellscream, but it's okay. Hellscream responded to me.
No, I try to respond to all the comments on YouTube because I don't.
I know.
I mean, I don't really get a lot of comments, but when I do, I try to at least say, "Oh, thank you," or I think it's important to do that.
Well, I think if memory serves me right, and this is really I'm scratching on this one. I don't remember. I think I saw the tail end of one of your streams, which led me to go to your YouTube channels, and that's how I stumbled upon the series. I can't remember if it was Twitch to YouTube or YouTube to Twitch, which, by the way, you guys, ! PK, you can check out both those things. You could check out PK's Twitch channel as well as his YouTube channel. We're currently trying to get him to 1,000 followers on Twitch, so if you guys can throw him a follow right now before the end of the stream, that'd be awesome. But I believe it was Twitch to YouTube that got me to check out your videos and got me to check out your guides. So, I mean, it all kind of blends into one. And then to find out that you were learning how to do speed running at that time. And speed running to me, I put you in the ranks of Kaiki and AK Dialy in terms of like speed runners.
Oh, I am so not as good as them.
Yeah,
I am not anywhere near.
Let me live it
just
in my
learning.
mind. but you this is a wonderful thing about you, and I think this is one of the reasons why both myself as well as a lot of viewers in chat and the community as well absolutely adore you, is you're very humble. Like you even say it yourself, it's still a learning process for me. I'm still learning as I'm going along. But the fact that you're even trying speed running, ballsy as shit. I have so much respect for you for trying that, because you could not pay me enough to try that.
So, I know, it would be nice to be as good as them, but man, I struggle a lot. But the reason I started doing it is because I just had a general interest in speedrunning in general. I think any game that has a speed run, I think is like very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just any game in general. Like when people find like these crazy glitches, I think that's so like intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know there is a glitch category for PSO, but I haven't really tried it. I thought maybe the I'm having fun with the glitchless category right now. So
Okay.
for the time being, doing those full runs on episode 1,
Mm-hmm.
those they're really fun.
Do
Um,
do you see yourself like shooting for like GDQ kind of heights like at some point, or is that
oh
something you would
man, I
love to
don't
work
know.
towards?
Probably not. Probably not. Because I don't know. I know PSO's been to GDQ,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
but there's not. I don't know how it's presented. I gotta like watch. There was a speed run on GDQ. I
It
think it was a glitch category though.
I
I think it was
believe it
glitched.
was glitch, and I believe it was actually a raw cast. It was a chonker. I actually
Yeah, so
watched that one.
Rawcast is, I believe Rawcast is the best glitched category
Mm-hmm.
class. So yeah, that sounds about right. Rawcast for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Yeah, I don't know. It's the runs are really long, and I know they have like Final Fantasy VII runs on GDQ, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not nowhere near that level of skill. I just do it for fun mainly.
Well, if I can ask you, and this is a question that would actually inspire folks
Oh
that are
yeah,
listening to the interview. Also, how do you
that's
get into
another
it?
good point. Oh, I just watched like Diley do it and Verilex. I don't know if you've seen Verilex.
I
Um,
don't think I have.
Verilex is really good. But they have runs on all the characters. I think
Mm-hmm.
they're like the top that I think. And Blue, I don't know. Blue's I haven't seen him stream in a while. I don't know if Blue's streaming. Another speedrunner who
Is
is
that
really
Blue
good.
BLOO? Blue?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I know that name as well.
yeah. He he's funny. He's a funny guy. He's funny. He yeah, they're all just I asked questions and they helped me out. So I appreciate all of them
And you
for
just,
sure.
but the fact that you had the confidence to even say, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. Power to you, because I love watching PSO speedruns, and I'm also terrified that I'm like, I don't think I can ever get to this point.
I think you should
Being
try
brutally,
it.
I'm just,
I think it's you know what you have you done challenge mode?
no, I don't even know where it is. I'm gonna be
Okay.
real with you.
All right. So challenge mode is you've seen the challenge mode option when you've made a lobby, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen it in the lobby.
Yeah. So challenge mode, which I recommend you do, because that's how you get your S rank weapons. So your S rank weapons, if I think you need, oh my god, I can't even. You need photon drops,
Mm-hmm.
and you can use the photon drops to add specials to those S rank weapons. So
Okay.
when you get your S rank weapon, they don't come with a special on it. You have to pay photon drops to add a special.
Okay. That makes
So
sense too. That's why they're
that
so valuable in all the private
yes,
servers. Okay.
yes.
Okay. That makes
So
sense.
that's why not for your class, but for Humar, just having that demon slicer it's good. It's
Mm.
just really good because demons is just a good special in general.
Oh man. I,
Yeah,
again,
you gotta try it.
I,
You
I
gotta try it.
I will one day I will give it a shot
Yeah,
when you
I
are
think
nearby.
you can go for I don't know, Zalor pistol or something. I
I
don't know.
you know what? I would try a speed run. You just tell me the race and class, and I'll make Heaven sing whatever character, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. No big deal.
You should do Hukasil. It's the only class I really know how to do.
Okay, that's not hard. I've been playing a Hukasil for a very long time. After the road to 200's done, we'll start learning how to speed run, and then you can watch me and laugh. But it's impressive to see what you do and the things that you learn, because I notice it's very funny, especially I think it's when you're running caves. I specifically noticed, especially when you're doing the Hucasil runs, when you're fighting De Role.
The roulette, yeah.
I call it Delasol. It's Labouche as far as I'm concerned. When you go, I noticed that as soon as it comes and it puts its head on the platform, you for some reason always click for the menu to pop up, and it helps you avoid from getting hit by one of its stingers. And I'm like, I don't know if this is a speed run hack or if this is just something that you just figured out naturally.
It's just a good habit to have, because when your menu's pulled up, you don't target anything, and in the game, when you're targeting something, your character slows down, and it's like doing a animation where they're like ready to attack. So if you're targeting, so when you have your menu up,
Hmm.
you're not targeting. You can move freely at full speed.
Do you do this when you're not speed running also?
I do it. Yes, I made it a habit, because if you want to space out your attacks
Uh-huh.
correctly, um, it's just a good habit to have. Like if you're in a room full of traps, like those long hallways that have a bunch of traps,
Yeah.
and you have to like walk by them. If you just pull up your menu, you can just walk. You can just run through all the traps.
Okay, that I knew. I knew of that one.
Yeah,
I think it was either Sil or Jathan that told me that one, but I think I knew
yeah.
that.
But
So,
that concept applies to enemies as well. So
okay.
like let's say you were in a room and the enemies were coming at you from all sides, and you just want to like slip by
Mm-hmm.
and run around, you can pull up your menu and just walk in between the enemies, and you won't slow down.
Hold on, I'm getting a paper and a pen. Keep talking though. Go ahead. I'm taking homegirls. Your sister in Christ is
No,
taking notes right
no,
now.
just try it. Just like if next time you play, if you're in a room full of enemies, just pull up, like you can pull up the keyboard menu or just press the menu button, and you'll notice it.
Can we? So can we actually then, on top of our Radio Shack sponsorship and our game help hotline, can you start an academy for speedrunning? No rush, no
No.
rush.
I think Diley has like a thing, but I
Does he
think it's
really?
for he has a guide somewhere, but I think it's for forces. I think, question mark. I don't remember specifically.
I don't know if is this on Twitch or is this on YouTube?
For sure, YouTube.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go check that out then,
No,
because I want you to know I had no idea.
the
By
best way to learn a speed run is to watch other speedrunners do their run. That's the best way.
So you watched Blue, you watched Diley. Who do you have for folks that might actually in the chat be interested, much like myself? Who would be some of the best ones to check out then, aside from you?
Definitely Verilex and Diley and Blue. They're all good. They're all top
Okay.
for sure.
Do you think that the actual game console is important as well? I'm very curious because let's say, for instance, I play the one Dreamcast version. I also have PSO Blue Burst Affinia version, and there's a GameCube version. Do you think that there's one that kind of tops the others?
No, they all have their own category.
Really?
All of them. Yeah, because they all play differently. Well, I don't know about Blueburst. I don't know if anybody speedruns on Blueburst. I don't think is that even viable. I have no clue.
I honestly don't know
If-
either. Listen, it could be you could start that. Maybe you could be
Yeah.
the first.
No, but for sure, Dreamcasts, they're just different. They're just different
Mm-hmm.
because they play. They're fundamentally they're all PSO, but I believe Dreamcasts, there's like a glitch where you can like walk through walls or like walk through doors. Like, doors don't even exist. Like you just walk. Like there's like a certain way you can walk through a door. For sure, I've seen it before.
But you're so restricted and limited on what you can do on Dreamcast because you don't have the full 12 classes. So it have to be like, I'm assuming like a phony or a Hewn
I
World.
think it's
Because there is definitely
I don't know.
there's no
too
Hucasil on
much.
V1. I know that much.
Well, I don't know too much about Dreamcast in general,
Okay.
but I know there's just different categories.
Okay. All right then.
Probably glitched is definitely because I know I've seen people walk through doors in Dreamcast. So I don't know if you can do it in GameCube. There might be a way, but in Dreamcast for sure you can walk through doors. There's a way.
And the ones that you mentioned, because you mentioned Diley, you mentioned Blue, you mentioned Verilix, are they all playing different versions of PSO, or are they like predominantly GameCube PSO speedrunners,
I
or?
think they're all GameCube. Yeah, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I think
What?
I've seen Dali do Dreamcast before, but they all
Dreamcast
do.
alarmed attacks let you backstep through locked doors. I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah. You can. Yeah, you can literally just go through a door.
I'm gonna have to talk to Diley one day and be like, Diley, I am a complete noob. Maybe no wait.
He
Let me hit to
he
level
has a
200.
Discord server dedicated to speedrunning. PSO.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, listen, I'm not. I gotta hit level 200 first. I gotta get my medal.
You
I gotta get
you
my
gotta
badges.
You gotta crawl before you can walk.
Yeah, I
You
can't.
gotta walk before you can run.
Like, we're having this talk, and I'm here thinking to myself, man, I could be a speedrunner just like PKCoalTrain. And then I'm looking at my
Yeah,
level
you can be
104.
better than me, honestly.
No,
The ceiling's not high.
no, that's
It's
not true.
high.
That's not true. Because
It's
you've
not.
done really good where you've had some good RNG runs, and I've seen you shave off a good amount of time to like reaching a personal best, and then there's just like that one like it's either
I
like
choke a
mines or
lot.
ruins.
I definitely choke a lot.
I don't think it's choking so much as it is just one. I think the rooms matter because you can randomly generate any room. You know what I mean? So you could end up having like a great forest, a great caves, but you're
Well,
gonna have
the
a shit mines and a
rooms-
shit ruin.
So here's the thing. The randomly generated is I wouldn't really call it that because there's a pool of maps
Mm-hmm.
that can pull up for each area. So ruins 1, ruins 2, ruins 3, mines 1. There's a there it's not an unlimited map selection.
Mm-hmm.
So if you enter so for instance, Forest 1, you reset until you get the best map for it.
Okay.
And there's only like 3 different maps that it can possibly be for Forest 1 and Forest 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this once you get it's the same way for caves, each area of caves 1, 2, and 3, they each have 3 different maps for each area. And you can the spawns are exactly the same for each area for each map type. So if you know what's coming, you can work around it. But once you get to the later stages, so for mines through ruins, so mines 1, 2, 3, ruins 1, no, mines 1, 2, and ruins 1, 2, 3, those each individual areas, they have 6 possible maps for those for each one of those areas. So to remember all of those spawns is really daunting. I still don't really. That's why I use maps. So Diley made a complete map guide that I kind of follow.
Okay.
Put it to the side, and it'll give me like, it'll tell me where to go, and it'll also tell me like if the map has a specific thing that I have to like watch out for, like if I have to kill like a certain spawn or something.
Okay. I want to ask Diley about it, but I need to hit level 200 first. I need to hit level 200 before I have any type of credibility to say I'm going to join this Discord. I'm going to learn how to speedrun. I feel like that's a rite of passage. Like there's the initiation before.
Look, if you have my philosophy is if I have an interest for it, I feel like, and if I have a general interest for something and I want to learn it, I'll learn it. I may not master it, but I'll at least want to dip my toes in a little bit.
Oh my god! And me going into a challenge mode of any sort at this current state, I'd be like, "Ah, this not gonna be good."
I mean, you could literally get carried on challenge mode. There's people that do challenge mode for fun. Challenge mode is really fun.
What makes challenge mode so much fun?
So there's different stages, and how do I explain it? Picture it like So every stage is the same. There, whenever you do challenge mode, it's the same challenge mode. There's
Mm-hmm.
no randomizer, nothing. There might be a randomizer on enemies. I'm not entirely sure about that, but the maps are the same for each stage.
Okay.
The thing that makes challenge mode really fun is your drops are going to be different. So if you're playing, when I did challenge mode on my Humor, there was one time I had like a 100 hit sword, and it
Oh
had
my
like
god.
50 dark or something like that. Like you can get crazy drops like that.
Oh my god.
And that's what makes challenge mode really fun, because like you get like these ridiculous weapons that you can't really get. There's a higher chance of getting these weapons, but you can't really get them. You can't take the weapons that you get in challenge mode out of the game.
Okay.
You can't. I mean, there's a little glitch, but we don't do that. That's banned. You get banned for that.
Okay.
But um, there's I don't know. It's really fun to go through challenge mode, and then you have to beat challenge mode in a certain time, which is like a very reasonable time. I think it's like something like 5 hours or something, and then you
Oh.
get like you get an S rank weapon. That's it. You do all the stages in 5 hours. I think for episode 2 is like 7 hours or something. I don't know, something like
Margarita's not going through challenge mode unless Hellscream comes with her. I'll wait.
that. I mean, you
Margarita
don't
will wait.
your character's set to. Oh, that's another thing about challenge mode. Your character's level is set. It's not whatever level you are.
Oh,
So you,
really?
yeah, you can make a new character and you could just do challenge mode. Yeah. So you could take Margarita to challenge mode, and if you start at stage 1, you'll be set to stage 1, and
Okay.
you won't have your items every, because you'll start with like basic stuff.
Okay. That's fair.
It's
That's
it's
fair.
it's like it's a different mode. It's like its own mode.
Okay.
It's really fun. You should try it.
With Hellscream, yeah, that's fine. When
Yeah.
Hellscream's when
If
Hellscream's
you,
ready.
yeah, I mean, I haven't, I can't, the thing is, I can't guide you through challenge mode because one, it's been a while,
Okay.
and two, there's a certain way to do challenge mode to make it efficient, and I don't know that route. So if you could find somebody that wants to do challenge mode that can
Oh,
do it,
oh, PK,
I definitely do
if
it.
you're PK, if you're unable to do it, that's fine. I just need Hellscream. If you want to find someone else to control Hellscream to do it with, it's really the emphasis of having
No, I
Hellscream in
definitely,
challenge mode with me.
no, I'll do challenge mode. I love challenge
Okay.
mode. I haven't done it in forever. I'll do it for sure.
It just sounds like a fun thing. That sounds like that challenge mode sounds like something you would do in a subathon just to see a streamer crack and just be like, oh god, 5 more gift subs, 5 more minutes in this fucking
Yeah.
challenge mode. That's what that
And
sounds like to me.
another thing about challenge mode is you don't have to do it in one sitting.
Okay.
Because at the end of each stage, it saves your time,
Okay.
and the accumulation of each time on challenge mode is your end time. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
That's how it calculates if you get an S rank weapon or not.
That's actually I like that though.
Yeah.
I especially for someone like myself. Now, mind you, I'm a gamer that doesn't really like timed things. Like I don't like having a deadline or like
Oh,
a
like
countdown.
speed running.
Well, again, there's a reason I haven't started speed running, but I told myself, I'm gonna have to get over my big girl fears, okay? And I figured I'd start with speed running after I hit level 200. There's a reason I told myself level 200. There's a reason for it.
No, that like when I hit level 200, I was like, you know what? Look, I gotta do something else, man.
Mm-hmm.
I have other characters. I think my rock has like 183 or something like that. I haven't turned on.
Oh, you've reached the
He's up
halfway
there.
mark. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm currently halfway through the game.
That class is easy mode though. It's a lie.
Listen, Rockcast, I tell people all the time, I'm like, listen, I'm going to be honest with you all. I think everybody's character's great. Phonooms are great. I think Hune Whirls and Humars are great. Rockcast is the best cast. I don't care what anybody says. That I love those
Not the
chunky
best
boys.
cast, best character in my opinion.
They clunk everywhere. Clunk,
It's
clunk,
the
clunk,
best
clunk.
class.
I have the biggest schoolgirl crush on every Rawcast I see because they all look like Optimus Prime to me. And I call them Optimus Fine in my mind, and it's okay.
Yeah.
I love Rawcast.
So going from Humor and then like making a Rawcast, I was like, wow, this game's so easy.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make Heaven sing a Rawcast. That's what I'm gonna do my speed run as is a Rawcast and be like, watch me go.
And it also really helps that Rangers get, and at least in GameCube, they get really good weapons. So
It's
it kind of makes the game trivial.
It's especially if you see one in the Evangelion color skin, the purple and green, the damage Shinji one. Don't like every time I'm like, oh, you're so awesome. That's really where the power of their drops come from, is their color skins.
Oh man.
Because there's even like a purplish pink one and a white one, at least on Affinia. I don't know what it's like on the other private servers. And I can't tell you how many times I've made that Rawcast and I've run around. I'm like, look at me, I'm the prettiest Rawcast. Watch me go. It's worth it. Rawcast.
Oh my god.
There's such little representation, but I think that they're one of the greatest like of all time in the game. I have a blast.
No, they're definitely, in my opinion, I think in GameCube Rawcasts are. I mean, there's probably a debate, but I think they're the best class for sure.
I Rackaseals. I know a lot of people are very adamant against Rackaseals as well, but I love Rackaseals.
Oh yeah, they're a meme.
But we're so cute. Look at us.
We're made.
Yeah, and someone's got to clean your room because you're not doing it. Shit. Listen, especially if you can grab a good demi skin, which I have downloaded on one of my computers, so I can run around dressed as Demi from PS4 while playing Blueverse, I am living my best life. No one can tell me otherwise. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Affinia does allow for the custom skins, but they haven't modified the defaults. I used the demi skin on the number 4 slot, which it looks warped in game to nobody that doesn't have the skin downloaded, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Worst Rawcast, but cute factor. Oh, Seth. Oh, actually, Seth actually had a question for you as well. Wait, where was it? I have to hold on. Seth actually submitted a question for me to ask you today, and I completely forgot. Wait a second.
Okay.
Where is it?
It's gonna be a funny question for sure. I already know.
Have you ever been convicted for Oreo war crimes?
Of course.
Do we want to
listen?
Do we want to talk about that or?
No, it's a Mario Kart. We all play Mario Kart together, and he just doesn't understand that some people eat Oreos by splitting it down the middle.
Just like just like some people that don't understand that you can put pineapple on pizza.
Oh,
is that?
Let's be honest. Come on.
Is that not kind of like? Wait, how's that different?
Pineapple
Tell me how
on
that's
pizzas.
different. It was splitting the Oreo.
No.
I'm just throwing out a hypothetical
You can't
here.
compare that. You can't compare that.
How can I not compare that? I just did.
Two
See,
different things. No.
Seth said you just walked right into that one, PK. That's exactly what you did.
Of course.
And then I also was told I have to repeat questions to you multiple times because you forget your name often. Do you have short-term memory?
No, there's a lot of people in the chat. So when we play, so I got to make sure you're talking to me, you know?
Oh, I'm asking the questions. The questions are coming in.
I know these are the Seth questions for sure.
That one was be sure to repeat your questions multiple times. He forgets his name often. Right, Arliss?
Oh, man.
And then Arliss responded with who me? Wink. So or smiley face. I'm sorry. So I'm just saying, apparently, you have a problem with pineapple on pizza, but I hear that you are the war crimes leader on Oreos. So
No.
What do you mean, no?
No,
What do you mean no? What you mean?
because people do. That's what people do. You when you eat an Oreo, you split it down the middle, and you lick the cream.
I
Pause.
listen. I've heard that. I know that you open it, you lick the middle, you put the cookie pack on, and you dip it in the milk. You like to put your saliva in milk is what we've established. This is no different than like double dipping or backwashing into your milk. This is just an alternate form. Is what we've established.
That's not the craziest thing we heard that day. Someone, I don't know who said it, but somebody puts like Oreos in the milk, and they eat it like cereal.
I've heard that before though, but they made Oreo cereal, so I get that's warranted. That's warranted.
It's not that good. I've tried Oreo cereal. It's not that good.
Well, at least he doesn't
pretty
eat.
nasty.
At least he doesn't eat the Coke Zero Oreos.
Ew.
Have you tried the Coke Zero Oreos?
That sounds gross.
I don't have it in me. I actually have a best friend. I talk about her a lot on the channel, Riss Vandal. She loves trying the limited edition random shit. So she did the Coke Zero Oreos, but she also did the Oreo flavored Coke Zero. And I forget which one she liked more than the other. So this is not random to me.
Anything outside of regular Oreos and golden Oreos, because they're just like tan Oreos. I don't know. They're just blonde Oreos. I mean,
they're Nutter Butters at that point.
I think anything outside of that is pretty gross. Like one of my coworkers bought Pop Rocks Oreos, and they were so nasty.
Ooh, no.
They were like space Oreos. It was pretty bad.
I think the last Oreo that I had, and I didn't think it was that crazy, was if you had the Jedi or the Sith Oreo cookie. So it was either just red or blue cream, and we got the Sith one. That's the craziest Oreo I've had in a wild minute. That's about it. I don't go too far.
I've seen those before, but I've never had those.
They taste just like regular Oreos. There's nothing different.
Oh, it's just like food coloring.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's as crazy as I get with my Oreos. That's it. I'm gonna be real with y'all, but apparently you might be crazy like PK, and you might rip them open, and you might just throw one half to the side of the room, lick it, and then dip it in the milk, and then put it in your mouth.
Oh my god.
I have a package of the Coke Zero Oreos in my fridge. I haven't tried it yet. Ooh, do you put your Oreos in the fridge, or do you leave them at room temperature? That's actually a very good question.
Well, yeah, I don't. Wait, what? You put it in the fridge?
Well, okay.
No.
Comey brought up a very good point. Comey brought up the fact that they had to hide it from their cat. So when you have animals that jump and move around, I do understand putting it in the fridge to hide it from your cat. Comey, that's a valid point.
Hey, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Now,
but what about cupboards and?
Well, again, so then this
your cat gets in there.
So this brings up the point. Then, do you eat them at room temperature? Like when you decide to demolish and destroy your Oreos, and like you just literally spend like 20 minutes just demolishing each one before you actually ingest it and put it into your mouth. Do you put it in the fridge or do you put it in the cupboard?
No, I put it in the cupboard.
So you literally
actually no.
You spread your saliva on all these cookies and then you put them in the cupboard?
What? I'm not salivating over my cookies. What is that?
You're ripping them open, you're licking the cream, you're putting it back, and then you're putting it back in the package.
I'm putting back. Oh my god. No, I eat them.
Do you eat them? Destroy him pizza. Destroy him pizza.
Oh my god.
Because if I had to draw this, and I really wish I had an animator friend right now who could just make this a YouTube video. In my mind, the way I'm imagining this is you have a package of Oreo cookies, right? And you're like, oh man, it's time. And you check the back of the Oreo package and you're like, recommended servings, like 3 Oreo cookies. So you take out 3 Oreo cookies. You open the 3 Oreo cookies. You lick each one. Then you put them back together, and then you step away to go grab your glass of milk. Well, then why do you split them in the first place, PK? Then why do we split them in the
well,
first place? Why do you
eat it
tear
in
them?
one sitting?
Why
You don't do that.
Why do you tear them away from their families? Why are you that person? You are. This
What?
is the reason the Berlin Wall fell down is because of people like you. It's because of people
That
like
is
you.
that is insane. That is absolutely insane.
I think the facts are out there. You can't give me shit about pineapple on pizza anymore when you're just tearing cookies apart with your
Listen, you
Oreo
can't
war
compare.
crimes.
You cannot compare Oreos with pineapple on pizza.
It's funny you should mention.
Completely different.
That's very funny. You should
completely
mention that,
different.
PK, because I just did. We just went
Terrible.
there.
Absolutely terrible.
Is it terrible? Is it as terrible as your Oreo? Let's leave that for the jury to decide. Jury, what's worse, pineapple on pizza or Oreo war crimes?
Definitely the pineapple on pizza, for sure.
Listen, there's an ad break right now. There's an ad break, and when this stream is done, guess what we're putting a poll up on?
Oh my god.
What is worse, pineapple on pizza or committing Oreo war crimes by separating your cookies?
No way.
Listen, I don't know what the answer is going to be. I don't know what the answer is going to be.
I'm telling you, pineapple on pizza is disgusting.
I think Oreo war crimes might be a little worse. It might be a little worse. Listen, not everyone's going to love pineapple on pizza. I get that. That's the same about people who, prefer bone-in wings instead of boneless wings. But the acts that you do of separating the cream from the cookie. And then what do you do with the cream? Do you just look at it? Like, what do you get? Where is the satisfaction of separating the cookie from the cream?
Oh man. This is insane gaslighting.
I think you're all gaslighting PK at this point. I'll back off. But I just want to remind you.
Fine.
I just want to
fine.
remind you about the pineapple on pizza.
It's okay.
Oh wait. Oh,
We all know.
Arliss has no room to talk. He goes from I think y'all are gaslighting PK at this point to obviously he crushes the cookie afterwards and puts the crumbs into a glass of water and drinks that. So
that is so gross.
So for the
Oh my
record, Arliss told us we were gaslighting you, and then just completely backpedals and goes, "No, this is what PK does. This is what PK does."
Arliss is just he'll see like an opportunity to like poke at a meme worthy moment, and he will add on to it. That's what he does.
That's it. It just I see what Arliss has done. Do you really drink it with water?
Oh, that is gross. Oh my god.
I was just curious. Listen, or do you drink it with Coke Zero?
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's gross. It's. Oh no.
I don't know. I don't
gross.
drink Oreos with water.
is
Disgusting.
nasty.
Now, I will blow people's minds on another stream because I do have a horrible food hack that I do. And it does involve chocolate. It does not involve Oreos, but it does involve chocolate.
God. I need to hear this.
No. Oh, wait.
No,
answer the question, Bronx boy. Arliss wants to know, do you drink your Oreos with water?
No.
You don't? Oh, okay.
Water? Only milk.
Okay,
Only
apparently the way it's being described to me here is they're making it out to sound like that you tear families apart with their cookie separation and then you drink it with water. Okay. You're saying you don't
Apparently
though.
I do. I'm a monster.
Let the record show.
I'm an absolute monster.
Let the record show. I will, you know what though? Eye for an eye on this one. Eye for an eye. I'm going to tell you something that I do. And this is something that I have been doing ever since I was a kid. And people think it is the most disgusting thing in the world. Samodian included.
Okay.
When my family, like whenever we have birthday cake, specifically chocolate cake, I do not eat my chocolate cake and have milk on the side. I don't drink milk with my chocolate cake. I drink orange juice with my chocolate cake.
Oh, no.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing.
Oh, my God.
Here's the thing.
No.
It stemmed from, wait a second. Let me explain myself. Let me explain myself.
Okay.
Arliss is broken. Seth's broken. I expected this.
Oh, my God.
I expected this. Here's the thing. There were these candies when I was a kid. And I don't know if anybody remembers them. They were like jelly rings, and they came in different flavors. They had a grape flavor, they had an orange flavor, and they were dipped in chocolate. And ever since then, maybe this was a Puerto Rican like candy. I don't know, but I distinctly remember them. Ever since
Are you
then,
talking about the rings?
yeah, kind of
Like
like the
the
jelly rings that they're like fruit jelly.
they're like kind of sour.
No, they're not sour. They're round
Oh,
and
okay,
and
I
they're
know
like
what
a
you're talking
solid
about.
jelly, and then they're dipped in chocolate.
Okay.
They have an
Wait,
orange
they're
flavor.
dipped in chocolate?
They're orange jelly rings that are dipped in chocolate. And ever since
Okay,
I was a
I don't know what you're
kid,
talking about now.
I'll send you a photo. I'll send you a photo. I know. This is throwing people off. Look, people are losing
Okay.
their shit. Girl, you got to stop
Okay.
right there. I know. I'm
All
a
right.
monster. There's a
No,
new war
I'm
crimes leader.
very intrigued. You said chocolate cake and
Orange
juice.
juice.
I gotta
And
see.
because of that, because I had those candies as a kid where I was eating
Okay.
this orange jelly with the chocolate, with it being dipped in chocolate, because it was
Okay.
kind of like a chocolate casing on it, I've always loved the taste of orange and chocolate. So when I was a kid, I wanted to have my chocolate cake with orange juice, and I've been doing it ever since. And I know that grosses people out because Sam saw me do it once, and he thought I was a fucking monster, and rightfully so. Maybe I am. But
That is fascinating.
nah, that photo
Absolutely fascinating.
that photo has to go to the Discord. I'm just saying. Well, this is also the other thing too.
I've never heard of that combo ever in my life.
But
This is the first time.
Here's the other thing though too, and this is another important point that needs to be made, and this is another reason.
There's more.
No. I didn't like drinking milk when I was a kid because I was lactose intolerant. I had a very bad intolerance to drinking milk. For whatever
Okay,
reason.
I mean, that's fair.
When I drank
No, that's
milk,
fair.
it would physically make me ill. So if I wanted to enjoy chocolate, like chocolate cake, I had to have and I wasn't gonna drink water with my chocolate cake. So I opted for orange juice. So.
That is definitely a new
look.
one for me.
Oh look,
That-
Arla said he's like, I think pizza just set a new low. We can no longer bully PK for his Oreo shit as much. Look, see, I helped you. I helped. How are
No,
you feeling
that's-
now about our
that
Radio
is
Shack
a-
sponsorship?
Listen, that's a combo I don't think I've ever heard in my life ever. In my life.
Terry's chocolate orange is a holiday favorite up here. I'm not crazy. People mix chocolate and orange all the time, guys. It doesn't sound great, but I promise you it's good.
So I've heard of chocolate and strawberries, but
So what makes what makes chocolate and orange so much different?
I don't.
I don't.
It's just a combo. I've never seen that combo together ever
May I
in
introduce
any
you?
form. In any form.
May I introduce
seen
you
it.
then to a truce, a Geneva Convention, if you will? I will eat your fucking demolished and tarnished Oreo cookies in water because apparently that's your thing. If you
That's
try,
definitely not a thing that I do.
if you
about
try
me.
my chocolate cake and orange juice, how about that?
Oh God. Oh no.
Eye for an eye on this one because I just set you so that you're not in the danger zone anymore. Now
Oh,
you're in the manger
no.
zone. So, and orange
Oh
Kit
my
Kats are also
God.
super tasty. See, this is where I'm going to end the stream because we're actually running over.
Oh my God.
So, I'm glad we had this discussion. I'm glad chat learned so much about you and in turn so much about me today. We learned a lot of things together. We learned a lot of things together.
Yes, we learned a lot of things.
What I do have to do, though, unfortunately, is I do have to get ready for a Mato-Rado. But I do want to actually take a second, though, to seriously and truly thank you so much for being a guest on the show. It was a pleasure. I knew without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, we were going to have a long-ass chat about the Oreo cookies, which is why I waited as long as I did on that one.
Well, you know what shocked me was the quite lengthy chat about Radio Shack.
Well, there's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing crazy. I'm telling you, they exist. Wait till you come visit. We'll take a photo and you could show everybody the Radio Shack. Like, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy.
God.
But we are going to actually tie it up here. You're not going anywhere, though, PK, because you're going to help me send out this Mato-Rado. We're going to do a PK Mato-Rado, or PK Train Rado? What are we calling it? We're going to have to figure this out if we're going to start this sponsorship hotline business. So But we do have to give a raid out to somebody. Is there somebody that you would like to see us send the raid to?
Hmm. I gotta see because I don't know how long some people have been streaming for. Let me double check.
Okay. And I see the chat's still not over the orange chocolate juice. We got him. We did it, PK. We did the thing.
It's definitely
it's
something.
not. Wait till I send you the photo. Wait. Oh man, I should make that the thumbnail for this episode. It's just the chocolate orange thing.
Man.
I love the fact that I just broke chat. We broke chat collectively.
So let's see. So there's Dr. Paradigm. That's Arliss's friend.
Okay.
But I think he's been streaming for a while, so I'm not sure if he's ending soon.
Okay.
And Blue's actually streaming right now. Actually,
Blue's streaming.
We were just talking about him.
Okay. Blue is
And
cool.
he's doing a Rockasiel glitchless episode 2 run.
Let's go. Blue is cool.
My goodness.
There we go. I love it. It's when the fates align. We're going to do this.
Oh my goodness.
Well, first, before I send this raid out, first and foremost, thank you so much for being a guest on the show. It was an absolute blast to have you here, and it was an even better gift. You gave me Christmas came early for me this year. You gave me Hellscream on my channel. I'll never forget that.
I thought it had to be done.
It's an absolute treasure. So the fact that he's here, I'll fangirl about this forever. Somebody please take a screenshot and then just put Hellscream's signature on it like an autograph. I'll make that some pizza art. I'll frame it. But if you guys did enjoy what you heard of PKCoalTrain, please go check out PKCoalTrain on Twitch as well as on YouTube. Right now we've been working towards. Did we get you there? I just got to see if we got you there too. Did you get 1,000? Oh, y'all need to follow PKCoalTrain if you're not following. Get him to 1,000. And also be sure to check out his YouTube channel and check out his series, check out his guides. And when you check out his streams, check out his speed runs. His speed runs are great. His Mario Kart battles, you're rooting for the underdog. That's what we do when we watch him on Mario Kart, because a lot of people take you down, man. A lot of people take you down.
I get targeted quite a lot.
I know. But this is the thing, is the most important thing for you as a content creator is having fun with your friends. And I think that's the reason why you've lasted as long as you have in this internet space. So it goes without saying. It's
always
the
a
best.
blast.
So please go check him out. On my end, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start getting this Mado Rado ready so we can send this love on over to Blue is Cool. This is so exciting. I've never watched his streams, and I'm going to start watching them now. So let's get this up and running. Let's see here. Blue is cool. Let's get that raid started for you there. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has been a blast. I have been the head maid in charge here, and I am one half of PK Cole Maid's hotline, Pizza Maid. You say goodbye next, PK.
Peace out, y'all. And I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And talk about the hotline.
And make sure you join.
Yeah. Go ahead, go.
This stream was sponsored by Radio Shack. Call the number down below, and you can get your tips for your game, whatever game you're playing.
Direct from PKCoalTrain or Pizza Maid. Or if you need batteries or a toy helicopter, look no further than PKCoalMaid.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you soon. And never, ever, 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 ever forget that this little android and this little Oreo war crime leader absolutely love you. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you on Thursday.